We'll go ahead and get started with Michael Devoe. If you have a question, please use the raise hand function within Zoom. We'll call on people individually, and we'll start with one from Kelly Quinlan from Rivals.
Hey, Mike, I imagine you guys had them on the rope several times, couldn't put the game away. It has to be kind of frustrating at this point. You guys just can't seem to close games out.
I would say it is frustrating, but it's life, ups, downs, lefts, rights, it always happens like that. So for us, we just got to keep continuing getting better every day. But we got a lot of young guys on our team as well that they got to buy into our system and what we do here at Georgia Tech. But one thing about us, I know we can turn this around and get things going. Again, we have a lot of games left. So for us, it's not worrying about this. There's ups, downs, lefts, right, in life in general. So for us, we just got to stay bear down and get to it.
Question from Rod McKenzie from 247 Sports.
Hey, Mike, defensively, in the second half, it looked like Notre Dame was doing a good job beating you guys off the dribble. What was going on there?
They made some adjustments, but I don't think we were I don't know the word to say, but I don't think we were connected as well together as far as our defense and talking and doing things that we do. And we're known as a Georgia Tech school. So for us, we got to watch film and get better from it. We got to understand that even though we went in overtime, we got a lot of guys playing a lot of minutes too. So for us, we got to be conditioned as well too. So
another one from Kelly Quinlan.
Mike, offensively, it seemed like you guys struggled to hit open shots, especially from three. Kind of what were they doing defensively to get you guys out of rhythm?
I'm not sure, like in the heat of the moment or heat in the game. I would have to watch film and see exactly what they did really well. But I would say that they ran, for me individually, they ran me off of the three-point line a lot of times too. So it was hard for me to get off the type of things. And they switched up their defensive strategies as well too throughout the game. They made a lot of adjustments as far as going zone and going man a couple of times. So just switching it up on us and stuff. So for us, we just got to watch film and just get better from it, I would say.
Another one from Rod McKenzie. Rod, I think you're muted.
Yep, you're muted, my guy.
I guess defensively, if you would have seen that Liszewski only hit one shot and it was his final shot of the game, you would have probably felt pretty good about your chances.
Absolutely. That was our biggest, one of the biggest things for Notre Dame is our key thing was for him not to get open shots or get open looks. And he's a tough coverage to coverage. So for I would say I would give a lot of credit to their other teammates for stepping up big time. But he had a big one at the end of the game. So
we'll go ahead and take one last one for Michael from Kelly Quinlan.
Mike, Notre Dame, Coach Pastner likes to kind of pattern his program off of them. Do you see the similarities in how they play and with their zone and their way they do defense and the way they run their offense to what you guys are trying to build towards?
Yes. Since I've been here at Tech, they've always been a great team. They shoot the ball really well, so it makes it just a hard coverage to guard them. When you got guys that can be able to shoot the three the way that they do, and have guard play that they have to be able to get to the rim and make plays too. So for us, I would say there's a lot of similarities in that. And I know Coach Pastner likes their head coach as well too. So for us, we just got to maintain the things that we're doing. I would say keep continuing getting better, and season 2 shall keep going.
Okay, Mike, thank you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys.
Ready when you are, Flynn.
Okay, Jordan, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get started with questions for Jordan Usher. If you have a question, please use the raise hand function within Zoom. We'll call on people individually. Questions for Jordan Usher. First one comes from Rod McKenzie from 247 Sports.
I'm mute.
Rod, you're muted again.
Offensively, you guys struggled a little bit down the stretch in overtime. What was Notre Dame doing defensively, and how frustrating was it to miss the chance to win that game?
I think it was real frustrating. I'm gonna be critical of myself. I had 5 turnovers, and as a graduate player, that's not fifth-year player. That's not acceptable at all. in a lot of those. I think 2 of those came in the big time, whether it was in the end of regulation. I had a drive to the right where I just stopped and gave the ball up. And that's something I really need to cut down. And, I put that on myself, but also, I trust my guys to stick shots. I thought Devoe was going to hit both of his free throws, but that's no sweat because the play before I let a guy hit a 3, But that's how basketball goes. I wish you could have won the game. We need a win.
Next question comes from Kelly Quinlan from Rivals.
Jordan, they ran the offense through you a little bit more. You were able to get some of those backdoor plays for baskets. Is that something you guys have been working towards in terms of just trying to maybe have you step into more of that role that Moses and James and some of the other guys did in terms of instigating some offense?
Yeah, for sure. Coach likes to put me there. I think I'm a pretty good passer. He thinks I'm a pretty good passer, but it just gets tricky sometimes when, I'm only 6'7". I'm not the thickest, strongest dude. It gets a little difficult when they got 2 6'10", 6'11" guys down there with me and Khalid having to guard them. But I definitely like being able to play and run the point at that high post a little bit, pass.
Next question comes from Ken Segura from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Jordan, to that end, Paul Atkinson was able to get free a little bit. What was the kind of challenge in staying with him? He had a lot of success slipping to the basket.
We were locked in on Jam and Nate Leszewski, I think that's how you say it. And, Paul got us and came kind of by surprise. We knew he was under the rim type big and was going to pump fake and do the little stuff. And we just have to give a better effort, I guess, and cut him out of the game because we thought maybe their stats were going to be flipped around, how they ended up playing. And actually, I went on a visit with him to Yale, so I was mad that he got off as much as he did. Kind of disappointed in that. I know Coach Jones is probably laughing and happy for him.
Next question from Patrick Canaro from Ramblin' Sports.
Jordan, you did get some production out of some of your younger guys tonight. And I wondered if you see your role among many roles that you play for this team as helping them to develop as the season goes along, the young guys.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes me happy when all of our younger guys get to play and when they get to produce because, in this day and age, people are so critical of themselves, especially the young guys. They want to produce and look good in front of the fans, and they kind of put themselves in a microcosm of just angst and being able to play instead of having fun because we like to play basketball and just have fun. And Tech has helped me grow so much, not just as a basketball player, but as a young man. And I just have so much passion and love for our coaching staff and the community that Georgia Tech has. And I just like to see them step into their own role as Tech players and flourish. And I know that this community in school is going to help them develop as young men just the same way it helped me.
Time for a couple more for Jordan. We'll take one from Rod McKenzie.
Hey, Jordan, as one of the leaders on the team, what is the message to your teammates moving forward, after suffering some tough losses?
I was thinking about this before the game with my girlfriend, and we were talking about the fact that last year we had a tighter rotation. So maybe coming into the game, you didn't know if you were going to play as the younger guys, play as much because we kind of had a 7-man rotation that played a chunk of the minutes with maybe 3 or 4 minutes here to spare. And I would just say to the younger guys and to our team, we have to keep fighting. Nothing in life that's worth having is ever going to be easy. It's not easy. It wasn't easy to get an ACC championship last year, and it's not going to be easy to keep winning. Like we play in the ACC, we play good teams. I know people have been talking trash, calling it a 1-bid league and stuff this year, but I'm not hearing any of that. It's ACC basketball. You play against some of the top talent, and it's just a grind. And that's just you gotta come in every day, put your rubber on the road, and just grind it out. And it might not come to fruition a week from now. You might go through 150 bad days and then have one good day, but you have to you have to praise that good day and keep working. Just put your head down and keep working. Can't get discouraged.
Another question from Kelly Quinlan.
Jordan, in terms of just, this being your final season at Tech and kind of trying to make the most of it, is there pressure mounting? Do you guys feel like some frustration between you and Mike just trying to get over the hump right now as you try to figure out what this team's identity is, and you still have missing pieces with Rodney out and Bubba out again, and you just guys really haven't had your lineup all season, and I imagine it has to be frustrating to come back and not have things go the way that you would want to so far.
You can't try to predict anything. If you want to ask me at the beginning of the season, I say I want to win every single game because we do, but that's not going to happen. You're going to have a loss, you're going to have a slip up, but it's not frustrating. That's how basketball is. I came back to play for Tech and to play with my teammates and to play for a program that I love, that it helped build me. And I come practice every single day, trying to make us better and win. And I know that how good of a team we are, following coach's direction. Like, I feel like I'm in a good spot. I'm never frustrated. Like, it might be frustrating, obviously, to lose a game. I'm a competitor. I hate losing. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do and come out and keep working every single day. We're gonna turn the stone. I'm confident.
Okay, that's the last question we have in queue for Jordan. So Jordan.